probably say that I was pretty much full go mid-July, if I had to guess, But I was throwing and stuff in June, So I've been preparing for a season, and I was watching tape and, helping these guys as much as I could in spring ball and doing everything that I could. That might not have been physical activity, but mentally to be ready for my team, if they need me.
So as far as preparation goes for a season, because you've been here so long, you didn't feel like you're not really behind at all?
No, I don't feel like I missed a step out here. I feel like it might as well be November 30th, and I didn't get injured in my book. Yeah. I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but it feels good for me. So.
You mentioned this is like your 5th time going through preseason. Is there anything that this injury or this past year has taught you that you think maybe you learned over the course of these 5 years or just in the past 12 months alone?
I think just to appreciate the journey, that football is a privilege and it can get taken away at any time for a lot of reasons. And that, the most important thing is being a good teammate. I think that's one of the things that it taught me too. Just really supporting the guys that we have around here and, just being the best guy that I can in the facility. And, that's really all there is to it, right? This football is going to end someday. Sometimes you don't get to choose one, right?
It seems like the common theme has been the leadership. That's what kind of stood out the most. How does that make you feel as a returning team captain and just, again, being in the locker room for this long?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. We got a team full of guys that want to work hard, that want to excel at their positions and make each other better too. I can confidently say this is one of a team that has some of the better men that I've ever been on in my 5 years. Or this is going to be my 5th year. I'm not that old. And so I'm just super excited to have these guys around, working with them. And there's tons of leadership everywhere. It's not just the captains, and that's what's beautiful about it.
When did you learn that Sam was coming into the program?
I don't know, right around when he announced, I guess.
Everybody else.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, maybe a little bit before, just Coach Smith just let us all know, hey, this is where we're at, and so it's good.
What was your reaction?
My reaction is, hey, like at that point in time, I was pretty confident I was coming back, but there's some question marks, Now I'm good to go, I think, and it's only going to make us better, really, All that matters is winning games on Saturdays, and whoever can do that best, let's roll,
Has he brought a lot more competition to the room, just battling with another guy?
He's a good player. Sam Vidlak's a good player. Chance is a good player. Ben is too, but he's not out there right now. But that's what good teams have good quarterback depth. I mean, you look at anywhere across the country. That's just the bottom line. Alabama, always right. Clemson a couple years back. So that's where we're trying to get right. Trying to be that good.
In terms of the offensive game, obviously you guys lost Jamar, but B.J. Baylor is kind of stepping into that role, picking up where he left off last season. How excited are you to connect with him and kind of see his offensive production?
Yeah, I mean, if you turn on the tape from the last 2 seasons, he's made a lot of big plays and a lot of big games, right? I mean, the first one that comes to mind is that Cal game when he was talking about, money on the line after the game, Shout out to B.J. for that one. That's one of the fan favorites in the locker room. But, I mean, he's made a bunch of plays. He's a vet. He knows what he's doing. We got some young guys that are good too, Guys that are going to rise up through their ranks fast and people that can make plays, and that's all that matters to us,
Tristan, it's been about a month since the name, image, and likeness. Yeah. Have you had anybody reach out to you at all? Or?
No, not yet. My primary focus has been getting back. I'm not really worried too much about all the other stuff. In my opinion, you play well, and the rest will take care of itself. But
you haven't got you.
No, nobody's reached out to me. No.
How excited are you to have what seems to be a normal season ahead of you as opposed to that 6-7 game season?
Yeah, it'll be great. I mean, the fans at Reser are electric, and that's a feeling that you always miss when you grow up and you go to football games or watch football on TV. The fans and the fan experience is second to none, and especially at a place like this where the fans are so loyal and they love it. So I'm really excited for them to be able to come back because I know that it means as much to a lot of them as it does to some of us. So.